I want to cover the Paulo Dybala's interview with the Argentinian network. So he said, what Roma fans did to me was crazy. Fans of Roma are different to US. Roma fans are similar to Argentine fans in terms of passion. They have a beautiful madness. For them, Rome comes first, then the family. They live football like us. Then he continued talking about Mourinho. He said, Mourinho was the one who convinced me to go to Roma. Pinto came to my house. They presented amazing project to me, which was so important. Great things will come. Fans are amazing. I didn't expect that I'd be received like that. It was madness. He continued talking about Mourinho's role. The last 2 years at Juve were very difficult. It was a good thing I changed environment. Mourinho called me and in a few minutes I made up my mind. Mourinho and General Manager Thiago Pinto told me about the project and the desire to continue winning as they did last year. Being a protagonist in a team like this helps me a lot. When he was asked about the final story about Mourinho, Dybala recalled the following one. With Juventus, we were in Rome and we were winning 4-3. And the coach Allegri sent me to the bench in the second half. Mourinho approached the bench to greet me and told me I'm a phenomenon. This episode stayed in my head, but I couldn't know what would have happened with the renewal at Juve at the time. Then when he called me for the first time, he asked me if I remembered that moment, and I told him I hadn't forgotten it. He also called me in following days, and it was easy to decide. Working with him is easy. With him, I talked about everything. He knows all the players, from elite ones to the ones in third division. He has a group of people who work very well. I was surprised by Mourinho's humility. He treats everyone equally. Sometimes he can give off a different feeling than what you might expect when you see him on the pitch. I'm very happy at Roma. When you feel good about yourself, everything becomes easier. Roma fans have a beautiful madness about them. I feel their affection. For them, Roma comes first before the family. They live for football like supporters in Argentina. Then I want to cover his interview with ESPN. They asked him about why he didn't play against Atalanta, and he said, quote, on Sunday I was fatigued. I felt I wasn't 100%, and the doctors knew it. It was necessary to skip a game before skipping a month. They understand it. Luckily, then the exam result went well. He continued about talking about World Cup. He said, when the World Cup approaches, you always want to be part of the national team. I didn't want to miss it. We all work in order to go to the World Cup. Then it will be the coach who will make the final list. As an Argentine, there is always the illusion of wanting to go to the World Cup. Personally, I will work in the same way, giving everything for my club so that the coach knows he can rely on me.